All right. Speaking of, I guess the fragility of Disney. Um, Terrible news again that it seems like after all the complaining, Bob went ahead and raised the prices again, and it's out of control. It's out of control. Out of freaking control, dude. Um, I don't know. How are we supposed to afford these things, right? How are we afford? How can we? How can I, as a consumer, as a budget conscious consumer, right, um, support your product? It's like clearly, then your product's not for me, and I'm sad, right? But at the same time, you do what you got to do, or you got to do what you feel is right. But yeah, we got ticket price increases this week. There was a very interesting article from a couple of days ago from Bloomberg saying that there's board members recommending that Disney finds a another, I guess, business pipeline, and that business pipeline, of course, is gaming, which they've had moderate success with. I know that they have very popular game apps out there, and they do license their games out to other studios. And there's Disney games out there. There's a Disney kart racer. There's the Disney kind of like um was it Dream Village or whatever it's called for the Switch. All those games are out there. Kingdom Hearts is a franchise, but Square Enix handles that. I don't know what the behind the scenes on that is at this point, but the rumor, or what some of these people are allegedly recommending, Joel, is that Disney goes out and purchases a major developer slash publisher, and the name that came up was EA. So, do you remember of a couple of months ago when EA announced that they were going to split their business into EA Sports and Electronic Arts? And I said that Sony was going to buy Electronic Arts.
Yeah.
So maybe Disney will buy Electronic Arts. And
No, man.
this is you're over there now, Manning.
No, man. I don't
Um,
want it.
when you think about it, right? It's EA makes a ton of money from
Oh, for sure.
mobile apps,
Sports
microtransactions.
games.
Yeah. Well, now those are branched off, right?
True.
But um,
FIFA's not with them anymore? I forgot that.
who?
FIFA?
Yeah, FIFA's with them, but they separated sports and EA.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Sorry, I forget this.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah. So like FIFA, Madden, and golf, right?
Yeah,
Whatever it's
PGA.
called now, it's UFC. That's EA Sports, and then the rest of EA is the mobile games, Respawn and Dice and the other studios. So um, I don't. So here's I don't feel good about this, but not because it's Disney buying EA. It's because Disney has a bad track record of managing their studios. All of their internal studios closed down, including LucasArts when Lucasfilm was acquired. And that's the only thing, right? It's like I don't want to see Respawn go away. Maybe I'm sure they're not going to go away. I'm sure that these guys can open another studio and PlayStation or someone can get them, right? Doesn't really matter, but that's the thing, right? It's like Disney doesn't have a good track record of managing game studios, and that's the only concern that I have. The only concern that I have is that they're going to buy it and they're going to end up closing everything again.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
but how do you feel about it?
I don't want to see it happen. It doesn't make sense to me. I think like you have to get creative to get funds. I like that they're trying to think outside the box. An acquisition wasn't the top of my list, and definitely not an acquisition of a big game developer. I don't. I agree with you. Like I have this fear that they will let the ship sink with them kind of situation. And I'm not saying that Disney is lost and gone or anything like that. But my point being is like it's almost like if they're going through like stuff, they EA is not going to be the thing that's going to be the flagship that saves the company. That's just my opinion. I could eat these words in like a year or two from now. Where it's like, oh my gosh, they bought them, and people are like Disney, whatever. EA is like Disney. EA is like the best thing that ever happened to them, and like it's amazing and it's saving everything. And oh my gosh, and I'm like, well, wow, this really was amazing. It could happen.
I mean,
It's not. It's not
it's a match
impossible.
made in capitalism heaven with all those microtransactions from every side now. The Genie Plus
Oh,
and the microtransactions and the reload thing, and we'll go into that here in a minute. But
for sure.
dude, it's like Disney's already microtransactioning you when you go to the parks, and then you're gonna keep on rolling it with EA. So
And they're gonna. I feel like they're gonna slow down. Like right now, EA needs to go the mode of like get back into their full like creative space and not just like how they were just kicking out just sports franchises, but like really get to the creative phase. Disney really should be the place for creatives, but unfortunately, it hasn't been right now recently. That kind of an environment, I can already see it now, man. Like here comes Parts of the Caribbean, the game, and like it's basically Black Flag, but like Parts of the Caribbean, style made by Electronic Arts. I could like they'll just start franchising stuff out because they can and try and go into the. And I'm not saying that couldn't be successful, but I just don't think this is the move from a financial standpoint of like we're not doing good with money. Let's go buy a game developer. You brought that to me as an executive, as a CEO, and I'd be saying, nah, we find something else. Find something else. We got to find another way to do this, for sure.
homeowners insurance in Florida, make a ton of
Oh
money
my
with
god.
that.
No, for sure, for sure. There's plenty of things that they could do, Obed,
Disney
that
insurance.
we've said it before. Like, there's plenty of things that they could roll back, and it's talking about price hikes. Like, these are not the things that are gonna have them to where they were, right? Like,
Dude.
they roll things back to some of the things that they were doing in the past. Genie Plus, I don't care how much you invested in it. Throw it out the
Dude,
window and make it disappear and act like it doesn't
see
exist. You know,
$30 for Genie Plus
throw
at
get
Disneyland right
that
now,
thing
dude.
out of here. Bring back Fast Pass for people. That's fine.
Bro, Genie
You know,
Plus is $30 at Disneyland. Tickets could go
no
up to
sense.
like $196. So it's $220 for just $226 to get to the park, plus tax.
No, 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 man.
It's
That's wild.
insane,
That's
dude.
insane. It's insane. Like you
Insane.
can't be doing stuff like that. Like they have a good plan, I think, from the last D23 of what they said they're gonna be doing at the parks with like, stuff they're doing Animal Kingdom for a while, but saying needs help. It's gonna get that help coming. Like there's some really good things I think that they've announced that they're working towards, and I'm excited for. But there's plenty of things that they've currently implemented that it just feels like the past is getting further and further away from us. The things that I believe that was working. Again, and this is me standing on the outside. I don't have all the annual reports that they have in front of them that they're used to. I don't have all the data that they have that we're just speculating on from what the limited information we have on the front faces coming through media outlets and those kind of things. But
Yeah.
but yeah, just on the outside, man, buying EA, it's a concerning one for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't wing it. I'm concerned about Bob, dude. It's like, what's going on with Bob? Is Bob okay? Is Bob all right?
Yeah, I agree. No, like Bob, blink twice if everything's okay.
Oh man, because I know that he got handed a big problem, right? Part of the problem was of his own doing, but
Sure.
you know, it's I don't know, man. I like the guy, and I like Disney, and they could, we joke about it, but you know, it's a
But they
company that I
priced
have
you out.
yeah, they press me out, and it's a company that I have a lot of fondness for, but guys, it's like I don't know. Some of the choices, and I thought we were over this. I thought you guys were over this, right? Now
Yeah.
it keeps happening. You guys gotta do something, and this lack of like action to make things better. And yeah, they have the plans, right, and all this, but like I saw a video this morning was posted yesterday from Epcot from the monorail, and it's still like a war zone. It's like,
My goodness.
how long have you been working on this park? When you got Epic Universe already, there's grassy areas from the latest pictures that are out there,
That's coming for the win, dude.
dude.
We know, we
They're
know.
not taking prisoners, and you guys are over here dilly dallying and raising your prices, and your hotels are ridiculously expensive. I just don't know what's yeah. I mean, people still go to the parks and they're packed all the time, but I just don't know. I don't know. It's it's very interesting. The whole this I can't wait. This would be a very interesting economics class
Oh
in
yeah.
like 4 or 5 years. If you go to college in 4 or 5 years and you go take economics, this is a really good case study for like a thesis or something.
Yes,
What
yes. There's gonna
happened
be plenty of great
in the years since the Lucasfilm acquisition up until 2023. It's like, what the heck happened? Why, bro, I don't
I don't know.
see. It all goes back to uh, a large criticism that I've always had for Disney. And again, take this con- to think of it as constructive criticism, right? But we see this um, in other industries. Joel and I can attest to it. You At the end of the day, right? Disney is still so by the numbers that they are afraid to look beyond what's in front of them. And at this point, and I've been saying it for like 2 years, bro. You can
Hmm.
attest to this,
Absolutely.
and I've said it on the show. Disney needs to get people that care
Yes.
more than ticking your check boxes on whether it be a resume, on a or on a a DEI or anything.
Data lists, whatever.
You have to have people that care, and they yeah, oh yeah, your resume is incredible, you're hired, and they just don't care. They're there to make a living, whatever. They come and go, and their contribution to the company is it's whatever they have to do, and that's it. Um, and that has been a problem that Disney has had for since Kathleen Kennedy. Honestly, that's
Sure. Yeah.
that's like the pinnacle of bad hires, because it's like you had someone that doesn't care about Star Wars, that clearly doesn't understand, doesn't care, and the Kathleen Kennedy mentality spread out around the entire company,
Ooh,
and they
wow.
and they
Wow.
and to purge it, they tried to, a few months ago, right, about a year ago, but
Things have been set in motion.
you gotta, yeah, you gotta bring it, there's no going around it. So yeah, well, we'll see what happens, Bob. We'll keep you posted.